What's up, guys? Welcome back to Almost Functional 40K. Here today, continuing with building lists for all the detachments in the Space Marine Codex. Today, we're going to be doing the Firestorm Assault Force. So with that, we'll go ahead and just go ahead and bring that up and read through what it does. So the detachment rule is close range eradication. Ranged weapons equipped by depth of starters models in your army have assault. Each time an attack made with a weapon targets units within 12 inch, add one to the strength characteristic of that attack. So just everybody can advance and shoot, and you get +1 strength within 12 inches. Their enhancements are Champion of Humanity, Tactics model only, while the bear's leading unit. Models in the unit can ignore any or all modifiers to characteristics or to any test or rolls made, excluding saves. War-Tempered Artifice, Infantry model only, add 3 to the strength characteristics of the bear's melee weapons. So +3 strength to their melee weapons. Forged in Battle, while the bearer is leading a unit once per turn after making a hit roll or a saving throw for a mounted unit, you can change the result of that roll to a 6. And then Adamantium Mantle, Adeptus Astartes model only. Each time an attack is allocated to the bearer, subtract 1 from the damage characteristic. The attack was made with Melt or Torrent. You can change the damage characteristic of that attack to 1 instead. So then we'll roll down into the stratagems. Oh, why is it doing that? There we go. So Armor Contempt, as always. Immolation Protocols. One Adeptus Astartes unit from your army that has not been selected to shoot. Until the end of phase, torrent weapons equipped by models in that unit have the Devastating Wounds ability. That's really nice. I like that, actually. I got some thoughts on how to take advantage of that. Crucible of Battle. You're shooting your fight phase. One Adeptus Astartes infantry unit. Until the end of the phase, each time a model unit makes an attack, the target is close to eligible target. Within 6 inches, add 1 to the wound roll. So fight phase, obviously they're going to be within 6, so +1 to wound. But shooting, you can honestly add these two together to get extra wounds on top of your devastating, or just use it on separate units. Onslaught of Fire, your shooting phase, one of the stars unit from your army that disembarked from a transport this turn. Until the end of the phase, each time you make a ranged attack that targets the closest eligible target within 12, add 1 to the hit roll. If one or more enemy models are destroyed as a result of any of those attacks, select one of those units to take a battle shock. Rapid Embarkation. One Adeptus Astartes transport unit from your army that has no models embarked within it, and one Adeptus Astartes infantry unit from your army wholly within 6 of that transport. Your infantry unit can embark within that transport. You cannot target an infantry unit that is within engagement range of 1 or more enemy units that cannot normally embark within transport or that disembarked from a transport this turn. And then you have Burning Vengeance, one Adeptus Astartes transport unit from your army that was selected as the target of 1 or more attacks. One unit embarked within the transport can disembark as if it were your movement phase, and can then shoot as if it were your shooting phase, but must target only that enemy unit when doing so. Can only do so if that enemy unit is an eligible target. That's pretty cool. So they shoot your transport, and you're like, all right, my unit jumps out and shoots you. So since it's out of phase, I don't think you could duplicate it with any other strats, but that's still pretty nice. Some of these enhancements, you can give the +1 to hit roll. So some of this stuff really would, some of the enhancements would help, but not the, like this would work. Like, so some of these would work when you jump out, but not the strats. All right, so we're going to go ahead and jump into Battle Scribe. Share screen. All right. So we'll go ahead and make this full screen for you guys, just so it's a little easier to see. All right. Can I get rid of this? Will it make it just makes that bigger? All right. That's not horrible, though. All right. So we'll go ahead and make this 2,000 points. And then the Firestorm Assault Force. All right, so my first thoughts when I saw the stuff that pops off of Flamers is Infernus Squad. Where is the Infernus Squad? It's a 10-man Infernus Squad. Honestly, I might run 2. Sergeant getting out? No options. I didn't think so. So it's 2 10-man Infernus Squads. Then we want to do some aggressors. Flamestorm Gauntlets, yes. Might as well take max squads of these. Do we want to do 1 or 2? We'll go ahead and do 2. They punch decently well. And then, so that's 6, 12 of those guys. Then I know we put in Redeemer in a couple lists, but anything that benefits Flamers, I mean, you got to take the Redeemer, I think. So then into one of these Infernus squads, we can add the captain. Where is just generic captain? Now let's take the captain, bolt pistol. We'll give him this just to give them a little bit of combat. He's really in there just to help them use those strats for cheaper, because we really want to use those strats on them. Don't think we need Adamantium Mantle on him. Ignore modifiers, but they already auto hit, so that would only matter if you're running into something that's -1 to wound, and we're going to be looking for the dev, so I don't think we need that. I don't think we need that. We could give him that +3 to his attacks, or to his strength, but he's really not in there, hopefully, to be doing a lot of melee, so I think that's probably just a waste of 25 points. So I really don't think we take any of these enhancements. And then, so we want to add some more, add a little combat here, just to support this. I think we might take, because we don't have anything in the Redeemer right now. We could put the Infernus squads in there, but I don't think we do. I actually think we put the Infernus squads into, we could do, so I think we can stick this Infernus squads into drop pods. So you can drop in, pop out, hit those, what are they called? Go for the devastating wound strat with them. Although the captain's unit can't. So we'll drop one of these. And maybe we'll put them in a repulsor. Alright, twin, heavy bolter, las cannon, onslaught, las talon. That's really your preference. That's just to help get these guys in. The repulsor has a transport capacity of, oh, there it is, 14. So we're taking up 11 of those. We're going to have 3 left. That's not going to be worth doing anything. We could stick them in the Redeemer, but I got another thought for the Redeemer. No, I think we put them in the Redeemer. We can't take the Repulsor and the Redeemer, I don't think. I was thinking about putting Yulrik and some Blood Claws in there, but we're really, really going to run out of... We don't have any combat in this list if we do that, other than the Aggressors a little bit. Because the time we take Yulrik and the Blood Claws, probably put us around 17. We want an Infiltrator squad. All right, so let's go ahead and add the Infiltrators, just because we need the Infiltrators, I think, always. So you are a little short, going to be a little short on combat in this list if we keep the Repulsor. Do we do that? Don't want to drop the Redeemer, I don't think. The Infiltrators can do stuff in your back line. The drop pods can't really do much for you. I wish Impulsors could hold 10, or that Tacticus could get in Rhinos. That would really, really open up some options here, because we could stick them in a Rhino or something like that. But in Furnace with the Dev Wounds, I don't think we want to take just a 5-man. I think we want them at 10 in this list. Aggressors punch, okay, so we do have a little combat and flaming there. We don't have much long-range shooting. Repulsor gives us a little bit of that. So 485 points. This is an aggressive list, so I think I'm going to go ahead and throw in Ragnar and give him a squad of Bladeguard. And we'll run the full 6 with him. 1785, so it gives us 215. Now, do we want them on foot? We can give them an impulsor, and that's another. I like impulsors because they are good for doing actions and stuff. Once you deliver Ragnar them out, if they live, we'll give it the shield dome. So that leaves us 135 points. So this is going to be one of the. We'll go ahead and make Ragnar Warlord. This is going to be one of the lowest character. Have the least characters out of any of the wolf lists we've built, but I really wanted to play into the taking advantage of the torrent weapons and the dev wounds and stuff. So we'll actually go ahead and take, for 135, it's only going to be 130, but we're going to take an Inceptor squad. Just give us a little mission play, and they're also a good shooting unit. Bolters or plasma. I like the 3-mans with plasma, but you can really run it either way. So this we got Aggressor, good flaming, good punching. They can do actions if you want because there's no characters or anything wasted in those. A Bladeguard and Ragnar, that's like go out and get them. So that's really not going to do much actions. Scepters, actions and damage. Furnace Marines can drop in flame and then do some actions for you if you need to. Drop pods. Redeemer and Repulsor, we know what they do. Oh, the Redeemer's empty. I didn't have the points for anything in the Redeemer. So you know what? We'll drop the Repulsor. That'll give us some more points. So that gives us 185 points. So actually now we can take some more mission stuff. So we already got one Infiltrator squad. So let's go ahead and take a Scout squad. And that'll leave us 120 points. So what can we get for 120 points? Go with third Aggressor Squad, a little 3-man, but I don't think that's the play. Heavy Intercessors. And take an Intercessor Squad, and that would leave us 40 points. We could take the little combi guy and have 50 points. There's nothing you really do with 50 points. I'll take Logan, then we get 20 points left. We already got Ragnar, Arjack. So what can we do with 120 points that's useful for this list? Take Jump Intercessors, which again leaves us 40 points. Take another Bladeguard squad. Let's see, Inceptors, Hellblasters. Hellblasters, that's not horrible. Suppressors, that would leave us 35 points. I actually kind of like suppressors. What else we got for 120? Van Vets. ATV 70, 80. All right. I'm going to find something cool here to do for this last 120 points. Let's see. Do I have any good vehicle options for 120 points? What do we got here? Dedicated fortifications, allies. What for allies? We could take an assassin somewhere. Calidus, Caluxus, Aggressor. Where's the Vindicare? 80. That'll leave us 40 again. All right, where's all the dreadnoughts? What's the Wolfen dreadnought? Is he in here? 130. All right, so it's 10 more than we can afford. Space Wolf Vanderwolves, that's what it's called. 155. What's just generic dreadnought? 135. Nope. All right. So we'll probably have to take something for around 90 points and then take the Fenrisian Wolves again. Next, I like the one squad on the drop pod, the other squad on the Redeemer. Ragnar with the Bladeguard and the Impulsor. 2 Aggressor Squads, Ragnar Captain. Because we can't, there's nothing for 60 points. Otherwise, we're going to take 2 things for 60. We got a bunch of stuff at 70 points. I do like Outriders, but that leaves us 40, and all we get is Fenrisian Wolves. What? Anything worth? What was the Champions of Humanity? Was that the +3? +3 at. And ignore modifiers. I already got Flamers. I guess for 10 points, we can just let him. Nobody can neg 1, wound them, or slow down their movement and stuff. Then we'll take Fenrisian Wolves, and that's going to leave us 80 points. And for 80 points, I really like Outriders. Mounted. Where's mounted? Take a squad of Outriders. They're good for running out, doing mission stuff, holding stuff up, screening. They're pretty tough for 80 points. Sort of like this. So once again, we got the little Fenrisian Wolves to just kind of slow stuff up and die, kill some little stuff. Redeemer and Drop Pod are both dropping in Furnace Squads. This one's going to have the Captain with it. Pulsar's got Ragnar in it. Scouts, mission play. Infiltrators, mission play. Furnace Squads, hopefully taking advantage of the devastating wounds. Except there's mission play and decent shooting for what they do. Bladeguard with Ragnar, we know what they do. And then 2 Aggressor Squads are very versatile. They can also take advantage of the dev wounds. And then their combat is 3 attacks each. Twin links, so rerolling the wounds. Strength 8, neg 2, 2 damage. That is not a horrible profile. So that's 18 attacks coming out of that squad if they get a charge on something. So that's really nice. And then you get D6 +1 Torrent, which can potentially do mortals or dev. I keep calling them dev wounds. So this is a interesting list. It really techs into the Flamers. This is better as Salamanders probably, but you put Vulcan and stuff like this, have stuff that benefits better off, Flamers and Meltas. But I like the little addition of Ragnar and the Bladeguard in here with the one little wolf squad. So that's all that's really wolf specific here is Ragnar and the Fenrisian Wolves. So this could easily be just teched over to a different chapter, in which case you have access to the Apothecary Biologus, and maybe you put him and some Eradicators in here or something. But I think this is a solid list. I think this could give a lot of people problems, especially like Gene Stealer Cult, Eldar, a lot of stuff that's got low toughness and doesn't like the Flamers, that has lots of models. So I think this could be a really fun list. I don't think this is a bad list. I don't think it's super elite. Like, I don't think you're going to win a GT with this list, but you might be able to win an RTT with it. Go 4-2, 4-1, depending on the type of GT you're at with something like this. And it seems like it'd probably be fun. Just getting around anytime you don't have to roll the hit, that really just takes a dice roll away that you could fail. But I like this. I think this could be a fun list. If anybody tries it out or has played something similar in Firestorm as Wolves, feel free to let us know. But with that, I'll catch you guys next time.